Hi, hello, welcome. I'm Ruth, and today I wanted to share with you my cookbook collection. It's not much, but let's get into it. All right, so the first book I think is important when it comes to understanding cooking is cooking basics, right? Uh, what type of kitchenware or tools and bases that go together. So I think this is a really good book for people to try to understand cooking. So, Cooking for Geeks. This kind of explains the science behind cooking. Of course, there's not only science, right? There's learning measurements, understanding what goes together, your feeling that you put into your cooking. And then eventually that's going to evolve to people being able to just kind of mix things together and it tastes good. So I am definitely not one of those people. I need to follow the recipe. I need to do it for a while, and then once I feel comfortable, then I'll start like mixing and matching certain things. But for those that can just do it on the whim, I'm very jealous of you. But this book is great because it talks about a lot of things. It talks about allergies. So if you have certain allergies, what can you substitute things for? So for example, like here, egg allergies. It talks about egg allergies. There's also recipes in here that they talk about. You can follow too. It's not as colorful as an actual uh, with compared to some of these other books that I'm going to show you, but I think that it's important to understand the basics. So this talks about a lot of things and temperature and things like that. Obviously, there is the internet. I understand. You can just look it up online, or if you're a very digital person, that's an option for you. But for me, I still like physical copies whenever I can. And of course, I'm very selective with what physical copies I get. And plus, this was a gift as well. So, yes. Next one is Di Ang by Tue Nguyen. I follow her on IG and I just love her content, and I love her cooking. And then this is specifically Vietnamese style cooking. I'm sure with all families, especially when you're trying to learn to cook for your parents, they don't really write down the recipe because it's all like in here. And so for now recipes to be written down and now you can finally cook your mom or dad's cooking, I think it's wonderful. So especially Vietnamese cooking, they're always like a pinch of this and yeah, a little bit of this. Like, what is that? What does that mean? So I love that she has a cookbook out. I think the pages or the photos that are taken is very beautiful and vibrant and really shows how, to me, delicious Vietnamese food is. And look at all that color. Some herbs, vegetable, you got your rice, some meat. I think it's a good mix and balance of everything. So love her book, and the pages are pink. And if some of you don't know, I don't know why I like things that are pink. It's just very attractive to me. So the pages are a nice light pink color. So that's her book here. The next one is called Umma. This is Korean cooking. So similar. I follow their content. This is how they get me. This is how they get me. But I follow their content, and I just thought it was such a beautiful story of how this cookbook came about and like their story and struggle. And I just love seeing her mom cook because you can tell she puts a lot of her love and effort into cooking. So I really enjoy. I also really enjoy Korean food, and so I wanted to get a Korean recipe book. So similarly, wow, the pages are also very vibrant, and it also obviously showcases how awesome the mix of Korean food with the veggies, carbs, and things like that. And so I really like, and a lot of this is kind of you see in her like their social media, like they're behind the scenes. So it's nice, and you feel like you were kind of a part of the process, but not really. But love it, love their content, and I love a lot of the food recipes in here. Next one is Joanna Gaines' cookbook. And so this one, Magnolia Table. So she in this cookbook, she features a lot of her food that that the restaurant cooks at the restaurant here, Magnolia Table. So you will see it indicated here. So for example, there's going to be like a little stamp thing that says it's cooked there. I have not been to Waco, Texas, or the Magnolia, like the silos, but would love to visit eventually. I love Joanna Gaines. I think she's very talented, a businesswoman. She cooks, and she also, does design and homes. And I think her style, I like her style. It's timeless, and she has a really keen eye for attention to detail. And so with her cookbook, the pages are not like gloss. Again, not a big deal. Just wanted to share the differences between the cookbooks. So the last 3 books that I showed you, the pages are gloss. This one is not. So it's always like interesting to, find out the reason why, people choose the type of texture for their books and things like that. So awesome. Last but not least, this one is a gift, but it's a book about cheese. So there's this joke that I love using. It's like, I do snowboard, but for like, it's like, I don't snowboard, I don't skateboard, I just charcuterie board. This is so cute, I just like that joke. Anyways, so this is all about cheese spread, or how you can get ideas on how to do a spread on your table. And this one is lovely as well. So kind of shows you like what pairs well together. And so you can do all sorts. It doesn't have to be cheese. You can be creative. I know some people do like a banh mi board now. So you can really do anything. And I think this is just a good like inspiration for you to see how things can go together, like colors, crackers, cheese, and things like that. So you don't have to follow this to a T. Once you get comfortable, you can then start putting in your own flair. But I think this is just as a base, is like a really nice, like, oh, okay, like, wow, I didn't know that you can do this together. So that's that. That's it. I hope you enjoyed my cookbook video. I'm sure I'm going to accumulate more cookbooks, just again, what catches my eye. But I understand if you're a digital person and you prefer having your recipes online, I get it. And it's easy too, right? Like now websites nowadays, you can quickly convert the measurements. If you need to cook for more people, it's easier that way. And that's fine too. Sometimes I hate the online articles just because there's like ads, and then you kind of have to scroll through a lot of the fluff before you get to the recipe. So that's like a pro and con, right? But this one I love because then I display these on my bookshelf whenever, and obviously when I need to use it, I'll go grab it. But these live on my bookshelf for display and for pleasure. All right. Let me know your thoughts. Do you want to see more of these type of videos, my random videos? Please leave a like, comment, share, rate, and subscribe. It will help me out a lot. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Happy reading.